Welcome, folks. How are y'all today? This is Will, Kimek Vintage. Today is what? Today is March 18th. It's about 9:40 a.m. here in Cayman Islands. We are now on Central Time, same as Chicago and the central part there. Anyway, so we are 1 hour behind Miami. Oh, there's dog checking to see what I'm doing. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done a video. Let me open up this window, see if it adds too much. I want to get some light, some natural light in here. So I just put the curtain up. Been a while since I've done a video because I've been busy with a lot of different things. I cleaned up one of my room where I have my Apple IIs and my Commodores are all in there in my office. I moved my desk out of here into there, so I got some more space in here. I've been cleaning up in here. I've only done about a quarter of it, so I've been so busy with different things that I haven't had time for me to make any videos. But in the past few days, well, some things I have fixed in the meantime. Sorry, I got a bad cut on my finger and I have an emoji band-aid. Yes, emoji. Anyway, um, the free Amiga 2500 that I got from someone arrived and I fixed that. That's not working. I'm still waiting for a few other items to arrive so I can do some more things with it. But I fixed the board, it boots up, it does the stuff. I'm waiting for the battery component to arrive, a RGB to HDMI card that I can drop into the video slot and I can get HDMI output. I added an Go-Tech to it. I made my own floppy cable. I added a blue SCSI to it. So I've done quite a few things with it. But there's still a lot of things I want to do with it, but a lot of the stuff that I need for that machine are up in Florida, so I will not get those until I go up and come back. Um, then I've managed to fix both of my Commodore PCs that I had. One was working already. One is a PC 30-3. I got that out of Sweden. Arrived in very good condition. Even the hard drive works and everything. So that one I didn't have to do too much to it. But the other one, a PC 10-3, had a lot of issues. I basically replaced all the RAM chips. I didn't have any trace damage, which was good. But the battery did leak and caused problems with some chips, and it had in it all the empty chips, so we know how those are. So I had to take those out and put in new ones. I replaced 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. So played around with some of the custom ROM BIOSes that Adrian has made and so forth with his other team members that helped me diagnose some of the RAM issues. And I also had a bad character ROM that I had to flash a new one. I'll program a new one and stick it in there, and lo and behold, it works. So I am happy with that. Um, then I also built two. I've done two reloaded SE30 since. One is for a person by the name of Frank that he sent me his board, and I'm just sending him one in replacement now. I'm just doing a swap in the middle. His board I'll reload for someone else in the future. And then the other one is for someone special in the community, a fellow YouTuber and so forth, and a big influencer. I'm not really going to say who it is. I'll let them, because they're going to make a video of the board and promote the work I do and so forth. So we'll leave it at that. But that one is done too, and that's a very nice board that it's sitting in the ultrasonic cleaner right there right now. I just replaced the water and the solution in it. So right there, it's warming up a little bit, and I let it sit in there a little bit with some of the heat to remove some of that flux out before I turn it on, while it's building up the temperature. So anyway, so what am I here for? And yeah, I've done quite a bit of work in this room, cleaning it up and that, but I still got a long way to go. But and beyond that too, I mean, the other thing I've been doing is taking care of myself. I have a personal trainer that I work with 3 days a week for actually an hour. So I have to leave home, go um, mail out things and do other stuff, and then go to the gym for an hour. Then I go to lunch and I do my shopping for the groceries a little bit, and and then come home and then do a little bit of work. So my schedule is not as free as it used to be. So, but anyway, what I'm here for is I have a very big board right here. I can't see. Okay, there. Okay, y'all can see it. Okay, this is a 2FX from my team member Joakim in Sweden. So guess what we're doing? Haha, a reload of a 2FX. This will be my first. So I've done the classics. I've done SE30. I've done 2CI. Now I'm doing a 2FX. So now the 2FX is quite a bit of a different animal because although I already have everything on the back side, everything that should be on the back is already on the back. Um, and then some things have been relocated from the front to the back. So I got to be very careful of what I move, when, and how. So we got to do piece by piece by piece. But what I might do is try to take off some of these bigger items and go from there. A lot of these things are going to be new. Let me switch cameras here so you can see what I'm doing, what I'm looking at. Okay, so I don't know why there's that black spot up there. Where's that coming from? Hmm. Something on the camera itself. It's not something on my bench because there's nothing there. There's nothing black there. Anyway, okay. I might replace this camera. I don't like it too much because I don't have a zoom capability. It's all manual zoom. I'd rather have a digital autofocus zoom and all that. So, but anyway, so yes, there's a lot of resistors and small little things up here. Inductors are up here. So there's a lot of small little things that I need to take off and move over. You see L1, L2, L6, a lot of capacitors and so forth. So I do need to move a lot of these small little things over first, and then and before I get onto the chips and so forth. There's been some serious damage right here. So that's what Joakim was telling me, that the battery here leaked, and he tried to fix a lot of this, and this crystal here is all messed up. That's the RTC chip there. It uses the same one as the SE30, but the reloaded board has something nice. Um, some chips you can use the standard older type. Max is also added on this side here. He added where you can run this off of an ATX power supply. You just need to add that these two resistors and that transistor right there. Then you can run it with the ATX instead of the power header here that Apple normally uses. Um, so yes, what was this? But no, this was by Bolle. Bolle is the one that did it. Sorry. Yeah, Bolle is the one that did this, not Max. But Bolle did some nice things here too with the batteries, that you can use either type. Um, did that with the RTC, but I don't think you can do it with the ADB because it doesn't use the same standard ADB. So there's a lot of control. There's a lot of things I did buy for this. I do have quite a lot of extra chips that I need that I could still get. Um, I'm trying to see what it uses into the ADB serial pick. Oh, some of that looks rough. I did get some of these RAM chips. So we got to start a reload. So now question is, where do I start and how do I go about this? So first thing I want to do is take out all this memory. You know, today is really one of the first days that I'm home and that I have free time, some time to start on this. Oh man, those were in there hard. Okay, and then question is, where am I gonna start on this? Because some of these look pretty rough. Let's go to the scope and take a look and see. So we see two inductors there, a transistor there. See a lot of trace damage there. Could be. How's your view there? Your view is pretty good. Nice. See some more damage in here. Let's get some working point to it. See some of these here. I mean, I don't know if I want to reuse the same resistors. We can see where some damage here. Yeah, I don't even think that's connected there. That definitely took a beating. I don't even think that's connected on this leg. Yeah, it seems to be. All right, well, let me switch back to this camera. Let's get rid of some of these here so I get some space. It is a big board to work on, but that's all right. Bend those down so they don't hurt. I don't cut myself. Okay. I want to take out those two battery holders and these two switches because they're in. Be a good thing to get out of the way. There and there. Okay, here we go. First little bit of soldering. Or desoldering. Sorry, I'm using a bit of brute force now. One switch is out. Two switches are out. Now let's go for these batteries. Ugh. They might be a bit harder. Yeah, I cleaned up my room here a little bit. Like I said, I've only done a quarter of it. I've done my bench area. I've done around my bench area. Gave myself a lot more space. I got rid of one of the computers I had up there. Doing everything off of a old Mac now that I got free that I souped up. 2010 MacBook Pro 5.1. Sorry, not MacBook Pro, but a Mac Pro. Yeah. So, enjoying that machine actually. One battery holder out. I added a PCIe memory, SSD card to it. Added some other SSD drives. It runs Windows and Mac. No, I'm very happy with it. Two battery holders out. Now let's see what sort of damage there was to this thing. I did with my soldering iron. Just have some problems with this machine though, with running some of the USB stuff conflicts, and not all is working well. You see, I don't think this is making contact with this trace here that's needed. That one not needed there, doesn't do anything. So I think that was not some good repair there, but it's okay. This one here. I don't know if I want to reuse these same ones. Oh, where to start with this? Where to start with this? All right, let's see if I have all the same R24, 25, R23. I don't see that on the front here. C24, C27, Q2, D4, Q3, Q5, Q6, R35, 34, R23 I don't see. I don't see that on the front. Maybe he moved it to the back. No. Oh yeah, there it is. R23 between the two chips right there. Right there. It's out of focus a little bit, but it's right there. Anyway, so all of those definitely move. D3, D2, R18. All right, so what I want to do first, though, is since I'm going to reuse one of these, I want to see how they come somewhat clean up. I am going to heat them up with air to take them off. What I'm doing is putting some flux on the other board. I'm going to bring the other board down. You're not going to see the other board. It's just off the side here. Because what I want to do is try to R23. R25. R24. R34. R35. Q2. D4. Q3. It was a bit easier to take them off this way instead of with the hot air. Q5. Sorry, D5. D5 and 6. Oh, I didn't put flux down for those two. 5. 6. Okay. Let's get the old board out of the way and we will solder these on now. This board is my first one that I'm doing. That's the 2FX, so this is going to take me some time, folks. This is not going to be a 4-hour ordeal like I do for the SE30s. And really, this is one of the first ones that I have to move so much birdseed over. So this is going to be a multi-day project. Alright, well, let's get this one down first. And look, I'm gonna loosen up this one. Oh, come on. I am using a new flux. It has a nice smell to it. Again, thank you, Bruce, for always doing those great flux videos. Uh-oh. I'm missing a R110. Where is that? I didn't see that on the board. Is that all of what I just moved over? Alright, now to find that R110, because I didn't see that over here. Unless that's something he took from the back to move to the front. One hundred, 102, 106, 107, 114, 109, 111, I don't see an R10 on the back. Is it in the front? 108. 122. 50, 60, 59, 57. And we'll just leave it off for now. I'm not sure. Y'all see that right there, 110, and there's just no 110. Sorry, let me clean this up a little bit. Now, on these boards, because they're so large, I only bought 5 because they're expensive to buy. So, oh, I think R10 is one that's needed if you're doing the ATX power, because I see here ATX on Mac jumper switch selection. Another little thing I want to do though is just to make sure that these are still good. All right, 102, close enough. That is a 102. Well, that's 104. And 102K, yeah. 1K. 14. All right, so we moved some things over. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Ah. All right, let's go back to the other board. I guess we could get the 2 chips and move them because they're not in the way. So let me pop those off. They're both the same chip, HC132. All right, we'll get to those 2. Let's move on up here. As we could do the cap. Joakim told me he put these on new, so I'm gonna try to salvage them and reuse them. Okay. Scoot on more up here. I'm not gonna worry about This crystal, I'll put on a new one. This ADB, this RTC I need to take off. But I need to get these suckers also. Let me put some flux on the other board. That is location R18. Do I have an R18? Yes. And I took off the cap off of C24. That was Q2. No, that was D3. He has, they're flipped on this board. D3 goes up there. You have R11 up here in the front. Yes, it's way up there. All right, let's go ahead and get that one. I want to loosen up this old chip too. Let's get this R11 off. All right, I need some hot air now to get this chip off. Okay. All right, let's swap boards. So this is going to be a slow process because I got to do piece by piece by piece like this. Take some off, move it over, solder. Take some off, move it over, solder. Okay. Let's get these two chips put on. I need to straighten it for me, so. So I'm hoping this FX, I can succeed with it. It's going to be a lot of work. All right, one is on. I did my first revision 5 SE30 board, and boy, having those pads for the FPU and the glue bigger made the soldering so nice. Although the actually glue was never an issue, the glue was okay to begin with. Just the FPU was so hard. But there's still those three small PLC 20s. Are they 20? Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, the two 26 LS30s and that other gal that's there. All right. I know I still got the RTC chip that's sitting right here. I just want to see how bad those legs are. Not so bad. They can solder on. Ugh, that's going to be a pain to solder. The pads are small. All right, I got these guys here to solder. Let me switch tweezers. I need the smaller tweezer for this. Some solder up on that side and bring it over here. Can't seem to get a pad over here. There we go. I like them like that better because then I know it's making good contact. Okay. Yes, I know about you, Chip. Now, we've seen Bruce do one of these and he had success with it. I think he did one for Kai. Okay, let's move on. Let's see if we can get this chip put on, this RTC chip. Before that, I want to clean the pads down here a little bit. Thing is, I can't put a socket there. It's too close. It's too close to other components where it's gonna hinder me putting a socket. You see what I mean by the pads are so small? Look, when I put this on, it's like all those other PLC 20s. But it can be done. Where there's a will, there's a way. What I do with them is I use a little sliding technique. So I line it up like this. I bring it up like this. See, so now that leg is secure. I'm going to have to turn this around. Move the scope way over here. I need to slide it a little bit more. Right. Okay. So those two legs are secure. Okay, now I'm gonna come blindly because I can't really see the pads and just run it on there and hopefully the solder will move. Yep. Yeah, I can't see any pads there, so I'm blindly doing it and just with the anticipation that the solder will go. I see a bridge though. There we go. Seems to be holding. All right, let's do the last side. Oh, this last side is gonna be a stab in my gut. Gotta do it sideways, folks. Sorry. All right, now we need to inspect this. Yep. Now go with my iron again. Okay, yeah, it's on there. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning here. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, what next can we take off? Let's find out. Sorry, folks, this is going to be very tedious, very boring doing this, but it is what it is. And some of these here, but I want to see how these clean up first. I want to see how they stick. All right. Those two over there seem like the worst, but We'll move them over and see what it does. Let me see where those are 8 and 9. R9, R8, 6 and 7, and C10. All right, I got those. Oh, oh God, PayPal again with changes to their legal agreement. Again, some changes to that. It always happens, huh? Let me let Joakim know I'm working on his board. All right. This is R8. This one is R9. Oh, I'll flip you back over later. This one is R6. R7. There's a cap up here I didn't do anything with, so let's get that one off. All right, let's solder these on. Sorry, I'm working very sideways. It's the only option I have because of the size of the board. It's not the best for me either. That one may not have any metal on this side. I may have to replace this. Seems to be sticking on. This one I worry about. This one looks rough. Actually, that one went on pretty better than I thought it would. See, this one is missing the metal down here. Oh boy, that one gonna be hard to solder. This is a 103. Sticking a little bit there on the side. All right, let's give this a little clean, and I want to test some of these out. Yeah, I'm not getting nothing here and here. And I need to replace this one. This one is dead. I have no connection point. This one is okay, 3.5. $14.8. I need to find the bomb on this. I'll be right back. All right, what I've done is I got a parts list. Hold on, let me just change my view here so I can see what's going on at the same time and have the parts list. I'm gonna switch some of these over to new ones. I got their values. There's a great bomb. Okay, so those two are new. Why does that keep on blinking out like that? Alright, so those two are switched. Now I need 7 and 9. 9 is a 10K. 7 is right here. I just didn't like the readings I was getting. Okay. And the last one up here, R9, is really the one that wasn't making any contact. That is a... Oh shoot, I did do that the wrong one. R7 is the 100, R9 is the 10K, so I gotta take this off. That one goes up there. 100, 100, 100, where are you? In here. Yeah, Bolle did the FX, Max did the CI. Bolle now is in final testing too of the Quadra 950 board. Okay, that's better. Let's clean this up. All right. Let me see what some of my readings are now. Knowing what these values should be, this should be 10K. Yep. This should be 100 ohms. Yep. It should be 3.3. Yep, 3.3. Yep. See, always nice to have new parts on the board. All right, let's go over here. Now we're getting into a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna leave this up right here. Let me see if I can find some of these. Button. I'm not gonna worry about that now. R170. Yes, that's on here. R5 is on here. C9, another capacitor. Sorry, another, yeah, capacitor. C8. Those two are there. Okay. So we have a bunch right here that we can take off and move over. Let me give you a better view here. See, up here we have a bunch of stuff that we can move over. So what I'm gonna do is put down some flux on these. The capacitors I'm not gonna do just yet. 1, 2, 3 big capacitors. Because if I use heat on those, they change color, and I don't like that too much. Where's my small tweezers? Here. I'm gonna use some air on these because they'll go a lot quicker. Okay. Let me move the old board over so I can start soldering these. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure how much you can see. I'm sorry. The board is so big to work with. I don't want to stick on very good. Seeing I got that one stuck on a lot better. Okay. All right. There goes my iron again. I need to do this a better way. All right. Let's see how that inductor stayed on. Well, it's on there. All right. Let's keep on going. Okay. Let me. These old resistors that I replaced are flying all over the place. Sorry, there's not too much talk going on. I'm just focusing on getting this done. You can see this board is not that simple to work with. All right, let's see what more down here now. Oh, I need to do those 3 caps. Okay. Let me get those caps off. All right, got them off. Let's put them on. As you can see, I have them here. But again, I don't like working from this angle, but I don't have no choice. This board is so big, and my space is, the reach of the scope is the issue here. Okay, the caps are on. Let's do a little bit more cleaning. See, so we're getting there. I don't even think I've done a 10th yet. And I want to move a couple more things around here, then I can move some chips. I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be able to start moving some chips once I get a couple more pieces down. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more, then I can start moving some of these bigger pieces over. Oh, that's a fuse, so that one I'll have to, I'm not gonna reuse these same fuses. See, so this is a fuse here, but I can move that L6. C21. Trying to see some small things here that I can move over. Whoa, R1. All right. I got some here marked on this new board. Let me just move them over. I'm gonna use some heat on this because it'll go a lot better. Give me 1 second here. Let me move them over. Then I'll have you in the video for soldering them back on. R16's gone way over there. Okay, where's R1? I don't see R1 on the old board. It's on the new one. Okay, R16 I don't want to move yet. I don't see R1 on the old board. Let me see if it's on the back side. I see R1 here, but it's not on the old board. All right, anyway, all right. Well, let me go ahead and solder what I moved. I'm gonna try to turn this so I have a better. Yeah, I like doing it from this side more, because then I can see both sides of the pads. See, this is where R1 is, and I don't see it on the old board. Yeah, R1 is right there. Huh? I hope I didn't turn that. See, there's no markings, but on the old board, I see it where it is like this. Yeah. These areas are fuses, and I'll use new fuses for it. I have those. Okay. I'm really worried about where that R1 is. Let me see if that's even on the parts list. R1 is 100K. Yes, it is on there. So it should be on somewhere. It should be on here somewhere. All right. I'll be right back. Well, I found R1. Was way on the other side of the, far away over by the expansion slot, by the Nuba slots. Okay, so now I guess I can start taking some chips over. You can take over these resistor packs. Let me take them off of the old board. I'm not showing you me taking these off of the old board because that's boring. They even label them on here? Yeah. All right, where are we? Here we are. Here's one of them. Oh, I don't like soldering from this angle, but and the issue with this is the size of this board. I'm getting hungry. I need to go make some lunch soon. Okay. Unbelievable. We're already moving some chips over. I got those two. Ugh, I hate those. I dislike these. I can't say hate. These are the two 26 LS30s. They're pain to solder on. Where did I put my blades? Oh, yeah, there they are. There's something here to protect that plastic from some heat. I'm just taking out some extra chips so I can just solder those on quick. All right, I took off a bunch of chips here that we can go ahead and solder them all on at the same time. I do not like these. I do not like these. I don't like them because those pads are so small. All right, where's my up there? Gotta send a message somewhere. Hold on one second. All right. It's only these small little 20 PLCCs that I don't like. Sorry if it goes a little bit out of focus. I just solder this on quick. You know, the SE30, I would socket that. See what I mean? Why I don't like doing these. Boy, this board is big to hang off the table. Yeah. I'll get rid of your bridge. There we go. Okay. One is on. Let's go to the other one. After this one, those other 5 chips I took will go easy. And where did I put the chip itself? Oh. All right, here we go. Now, at any moment, my microphone might go out on me because it's battery, and I'll be speaking and I don't know. All right, you see, I can see a little bit of pads here, so. Mosquito. All right, it looks. All right, all 4. All those pads look soldered. Those look to be. And I can just tilt it and I can see pretty much how it is, because after doing so many on the SE30s. I hope there are no more of these chips. Oh God, yes, there's a buttload of them. I still see 4 more, 5 more of them like that. Oh my. Boy, you need to make the pads bigger, please. Okay. Let's do a little cleanup here. All right. Yeah, these other chips will go quick because these are just nice and easy. The ones that I just took off for me to do. So. If I'm not mistaken, those are the 175 chips. Then I can do this one. I can do these two over here. I can use my bigger tweezers. Come on. Aye. Damn thing sticking to my tweezers and my fingers. Yep, these are the 175s. Expensive chip to buy now. They're like almost $5 a piece. Okay, now we got this one here we can do. I don't know, chip like this, look how long they make those legs. Well, I guess it's made so they can fit the actually narrow also. Oh, you're way out of... Okay. I'll come back and get that side. Let's go ahead and get these on. Uh-oh, I'm gonna see something. The 244. All right, I got these. The 573. Yeah, okay. See, the board, the donor board is flipped over, it's flipped around. So when I take them off, but the thing is that the new board doesn't really tell you what chip numbers go where. The old one does. Okay. Now I can do a quick solder pass on these. Okay. Quick clean. I did put more alcohol in this bottle, it's almost empty. Okay. All right, I might take off one more chip here off of the old board, and then I'm gonna pause recording for a bit to go eat something. I'm hungry, but I want to put this one on. Okay, got it. This is another one of the RAM chips. Now on this board, I didn't get the gold finish because it was very expensive already. why that thing is shaking so much. Shouldn't be shaking like that. Okay. I'm gonna pause for a little bit because I'm hungry. But we'll give you a sneak peek of how far we are with this board. Let me put some of these things here away. Okay, so here's the old board. So we've taken off all of this here, here, all the way down to here. We've taken off some of these chips here. So when you look at the new one, this is where we are with it. So you can see we started from down here. We've gotten all of these on. The C27 I haven't put on yet. That's supposed to, I need to find out what value that is because here he has it as a SMD, but on the old board, it's an axial. But we're getting everything else up there. Okay, so everything else, these I don't need because I'm not using that type. I need to find out what Y101 if Y1 are the same. Batteries I'm not going to put on yet. The switches I'm not going to do on yet. When I come back now, I may go ahead. I'm not going to worry about power switch yet, but I want to start getting some of these chips on. These are going to be hard to do because the legs are so close together. I want to do them 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to do those 4 before I do the PLCs. There's another crystal here. Okay, so yeah, we're moving along anyway. So it's looking pretty good. We'll be back. All right, folks, I come back. I am, let me switch scope. Okay. I'm putting on some of these chips here. I've practiced already with 3. Sorry I did that off camera, but I just wanted to get a good understanding of how it's done. So let's go put this one on. These are one of those. So just so you know, let me switch back. It's the ones that were like here. They got a different packaging on it. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I've already done 3, so we're doing one more right now. We're doing the last one of these. There are 2 more similar to it. They're the floppy CPU controllers. There's really 3 more that are like that in that type of. Now, it's not the same packaging, but still, it's. Um, but I have a pretty good way of doing it, so we're gonna go ahead and do it here. So we see where the circle is there. That's where pin 1 needs to be. Now, there's no marking. Well, this one has a dot, so this one is a bit different than the other 2, than the other 3. So I'm just gonna bring it here. I'm not worried about those bridges that are down there right now, because that happened a lot from taking it off. Okay, so what I want to do, let me give you better focus here. I'm focusing on the board, not on the chip, because I want to focus on the legs and the pads. So basically, like any other chip, I mean, what I want to clear some of this so I can see through it. Again, you see, so I'm basically looking for the first two legs here to see that they're well centered on the chip, well, on the pads. Then I'm just gonna tap it. Okay, I'm gonna get the next one next to it also. And if you notice, I'm not tapping the leg, I'm tapping the pad, and this the flux and the pad, and that will automatically suck the solder up. So I secured that side. Now I'm gonna go to the opposite side. And I already got solder on my tip. So now you see I need to push it a little bit and up a little bit for me to get it to line up. So I do have some tension on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack those two, but I'm gonna tack a couple extra because if I do just one, it's gonna, when I release the tension I have, it's gonna pop back. Okay, you see, so now it's still pretty good. So now we'll come down here, and again too, I'm gonna do the same thing. You see, everything is lined up pretty good. So I can go ahead and tack it, tack it. All right, so let's go over here. I'm gonna start dragging this. And again, I'm not gonna be dragging on the leg, on the pin. I'm gonna be dragging on the pad right next to the pin. Okay, you see how I'm doing this? And the solder will go automatically. That's it. I'm done with that side. I don't have, very easy to solder on. They're not that difficult to do. Okay, that's it. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. I see R16 there, but I don't see. Oh, yeah, it's there. And now the last side. There we go. Nicely done. That's it. You see? Though they're not that difficult. Don't let those chips intimidate you. Okay. We're gonna do these other four. I think these are some RAM chips. I'll find out in a minute. I don't remember what they were. These were, no, these are some 245s. So they're used all over the place. So we're gonna put these on. After that, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 PLCCs to put on, the 44 pins. The SCSI DMA, no, that's already on. The DSC, the SWIM, the 8530, and the 65C23. So we'll have those to put on after I do these. I'm gonna zoom out now because I don't need so much in, so you can end up seeing more. All right, let's put these on here. So far, this board has not been bad to work on. It's kind of a nice board. It is big, but the stuff is well spaced out. And the drawback that I got to move all that bird seed from the top. Still got a lot of bird seed to move. But as we get into that area, we'll do them. I was gonna do like all the bird seed first and then come back and then do all the chips, but then I decided, nah, I need some more flux here. Let's just work and let's do everything in that one area and then move on. I did cook my lunch and eat. So. You see here, these chip legs are a lot stronger, so I don't mind running my iron over them. But on those other ones, they're so flimsy. You see, they're so flimsy. So I prefer not to run it on them. All right, so we finished those. So now the PLCCs. Let's just start right here. You can see where, okay, the tip is up here. That's this one. That is the DSC, which should be, yeah, this is the Apple Sound chip. It's the same DSC that's used on the SE30 063. So pin 40 over here should be the reset. So again, you see, I'm looking to line things up. See, so I already soldered those two sides. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and drag it. Yeah, pretty nice. That went on easy. Okay. Very good visibility to see if there are any bridges and that all legs are soldered. Okay, that one is done. We'll do the one right next to it. This one should be the swim. 61, yep. Boy, I'm waiting for a package. Some nice boards in there that I'm eagerly awaiting. Hmm. Aye, why won't they send them? All right, let's get this one. Again, I look, but I can see it pretty good that it's already lined up well. I'm going to slide this down a little bit, and I can see that the top is already pretty well lined up too. All right, I got that soldered enough, tacked down enough, so. Very nice. Oh, yeah, another piece of wire in there. Board is big on my belly. I'm like stretched over it for me to reach the scope. Okay. And now this side here. Okay. Let's get this one on. This is the 6523, yep. Where's the dot up here? All right. Let me clean the tip first. Let's start over. Again, Alright, I tacked it down enough. Board is soldering very nice, but I guess because the chips are also pretty clean. Alright, that one is all on. Last PLC that I have off right now, that goes way over here. A little green on these legs here, but we'll see. This is the 8530. 8530, yep, the right chip in the right place. So again, way down here I'm looking. All right, let's drag this one. This chip I find looks a bit dirty. But it's still soldering pretty good. Okay. Sorry, this one's gonna be a bit hard because it's in such a weird position. No bridges. Wow. Checking all my work here to see if I see any bridges. No. 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 Okay. We've done quite a bit here. Um, sorry, I just want to get a picture of this and send it to Joakim. I sent it before. All right, let's see now where we're gonna go next. F1, there's a fuse. We got some little pieces up there. I got some resistors here, 13, 14, 15. 13, 14, 15, 16 I need to take off. C23, 28. Alright, what I'm going to do is you see up here there's some resistors that I need to put on. So we're going to take those off of the old board and move them straight over here. Alright, you're not gonna see me taking them off because I'm filming them here on the side. This is 14. 15. 13. 16. Let's get these put on here also. That's C23. 38, yeah, 38. I'm just moving a bunch of birdseed over so then I can go ahead and start soldering them. So just give me a minute here. C22. Okay. 108. I don't see 108 on the board. They might have moved it. The backside. Now let's get L11. I can move L11. L12. I don't see where that goes, but 11 is moved. Oh, L12 goes right there. I'm not gonna put that yet because there's a chip there I need to put first. You can do L13, C43, C54. Okay. L13, you're right here. That's 41. C43. Okay. I have a lot of stuff here. Let's go ahead and start soldering these on. Okay. So I'm just about done cleaning the two. SC30 reloads are done. One is done. One's already back inside here. That's the one that's got to go to that special person. Then the other one is out in the sun. Oh, he drying right now. Where did that cap come from? Over here. I gotta remember it. I got so much stuff. Okay. I got a bunch of caps. Other tweezers for the caps. Okay. All right, we're moving along here. This is the one part I don't like. I don't like moving all this birdseed stuff. But it would have been very expensive to get the board double-sided with birdseed. So you take the worst of two evils. You go ahead and get the backside done because that's got the most birdseed on it. You see now, this one I didn't put yet because I want to put this chip on first, and then I'll come back in because or else I can't reach that. Because this is one of those small ones, and it's a real pain to do. Okay, so we got all of those that I moved over. Let's go see what we can do now. What other chips can we do? We can go do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 chips. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Got a lot we can do. I still don't know about R110. I didn't come across that yet. Let me see where that is on this. You see, there's 108 also. 108 is not. Let me see if there's 108's on the back side. 109. Somewhere right there in the middle. Oh yeah, there it is. 108's on the back side. Okay, so I don't need to move that. 110. No, well, 110 should be on the old board somewhere. There, no, that's C110. What I'm looking for. R110. There's a white line there. They all have the white line. 110, 110, where are you? Where are you? I don't see 110. Could it be one that's on the back that now it's on the front? Could be. And 100, 140, no, R104, R111, 112, 6, 7, 8, 9. R110, there you are. You are on the back side. All right, let's put that on the front so then way at least that one is done. I found you. Wow. All right, let's solder that on. All right, I'm done with that side. Okay, 110 done. All right, let me go get a bunch of chips off. Let me put down the flux, because then I'll just move them straight over. Now, I'm not going to bore you with taking them off. I'm going to pause the recording while I do that. Okay, we'll be back. Folks, I am back here. What I'm deciding to do, oh, God, look at my hair is a mess. Anyway, it is what it is, right? I'm a bit tired. I am going to take a little break. So what I'm going to do, because this video is already 2.5 hours long, I'm going to end this one video and then I'll start part two. I'll do a part two on this FX. So, but I did take off a bunch of chips. I'm gonna those I'll solder on later. So making very good progress with the board. I'm very happy with how it is. I don't want to move it right now because it's got all those chips on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 chips that I'll solder on a bit later. Still quite a bit of birdseed that needs to get moved over, but it's not so bad. Um, so we're we're getting there. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'll have this done tonight because there's still a lot of bird seed between each one of these sockets, and then all up here. Um, I do have new FU RAM and ROM sockets. I have all these new the PDS slots and well the PDS and the FU Nubus. I have all those new. Um, so yeah, there is quite a lot of progress being made on this. But I'm gonna end this video now, and I'll be back with part two. So I'm gonna take a little snooze. I think I'm after lunch. I tell you, after lunch and just sitting here, it's like. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope y'all find this a bit entertaining. I don't know if that's the word to use, but I mean at least beneficial. Watching that it can be done. It's not so hard. It's just a matter of soldering. Just moving and soldering. So anyway, give me a thumbs up if you can, please. I would really appreciate that. And we'll see you in part two. Okay. Thanks, folks. Bye bye.